welcome to yet another episode of Dexian Talks, an initiative by Dexian India. I'm your host for today, Vasanta. Today we have with us Mr. Sam Koshy. He's a co-founder at Movement India. He's an experienced HR and a leadership development professional. He comes with over 2 decades of experience across corporate and non-profit organizations. He has been creating impactful social changes in the field of education, mental health, and anti-human trafficking. Let's welcome our guest today, Mr. Sam Koshy. Hi Sam, how are you?
Hi Vasanta, I'm doing good.
Good.
Thank you for having me today.
Thank you, Sam. You came all the way from Mumbai to Chennai for this podcast. Thank you so much for that.
Happy to be a part of this. Yeah.
Great. So let's just directly dive into it. I would like to know, you started your journey from HR, then training, and then leadership development, right? So how was that journey? What inspired you to choose this path?
Takes me back to 2006. I had just been out of college, did a degree in psychology, and I came and joined a company here in Chennai which was working with children, specifically with children with special needs. So I had children who had ADD, ADHD, or attention deficit disorder, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, even dyslexia. And my job was helping them to learn fast, to learn better. So there was this proprietary technology at that time which was based on neuroscience. And integrated neuroscience and computer games, and it allowed children to play a game, but behind playing the game, they were actually learning to listen better.
To concentrate.
Yeah. They were learning to remember things. So 6 months of doing that, I was in charge of training kids, training the team on the technology. I realized that I could actually teach. I could communicate well. And I thought, and if I was to do something else in life, I want to stay on this path. So that's how I began. So it was not like I thought I would enter into HR or training. It just happened. And then I've never looked back. I've just went one after the other. It was HR, then got into L&D first with kids, then went into proper hardcore understanding ROI, went into consulting for a bit, and then later with TCS as well. And the journey has been long.
Right. So just 6 months into your job, quite a tough job, I must say.
It was a startup, so we did everything. So it was a good experience. It was I think what's interesting about that was it was those days. You had that mindset where you could do anything because fresh out of college. And I still remember, I had a Maruti red Esteem. You remember that Maruti Esteem cars? That was our office for a long time. So whenever we go and meet people, we'd have our bags, have printer, all the brochures inside, and we meet people at different places and introduce our work and things. So it was those 6 months was really tough in some sense. But I'm glad it showed me a path.
So your office began with 4 wheels and now it's taken you a long way.
That's true.
Right. So you said you worked with big organizations like TCS, Cognizant, and Ford. You have experience working with the NGOs also.
That's right.
So what has been the difference between working with the NGOs and the corporate?
I think you should look at what is common first. I think what is really common is people. And I love people, and both places, people make the biggest difference. What is really different is the aspect of resources. Like when you work with large companies, like especially TCS and huge companies, sometimes people don't realize how much of resource is actually there. So you're able to walk into swanky offices. Been to offices where you walk in, there's no switch, the lights just turn on. You pull a chair in, the light comes in that place. You pull a chair out, the light goes off. From swanky places to also travel and experiences and meeting great talent was definitely one. In the NGO sector, what you notice a lot of times in my experience is you still meet great people, but they are not necessarily properly resourced.
Correct.
Not all the time.
Yes.
They definitely have great will, great skill. A lot of times they lack sufficient resources. When I say sufficient resources, many people work from homes, work from very limited budgets. So I've been passionate about the space because I feel like there's a huge part of all of us
Right.
which wants to make a difference, like,
Right.
like to contribute.
Yeah.
In TCS also you have opportunities to contribute.
Yes.
But I felt that, when if I transition to the non-profit world,
Mm-hmm.
there may be many more people who could benefit from skills that I have,
Correct.
gifts that I have, and that actually helped me transition. And
Yeah.
I really feel like it doesn't have to be either or as well now. I feel like you can still, like, I do a little bit of my corporate gigs as well, and still I'm heavily involved with the non-profit world as well. Yeah.
Lovely. That's interesting. That's great job that you're doing. So you must have designed different training programs,
Right.
correct?
Yeah.
And you must be training thousands of people. So what is the secret in keeping those trainings simple but also very effective?
Yeah, I think what I really do, Vasanta, is I stay true to the craft in one sense. Like, I don't complicate things. So like I said, I love people, so I know how people work.
Correct.
So in some sense,
Yeah.
I believe that any solution you bring to somebody has to be very practical. So much of my sessions are more than PowerPoint or slides. I love PowerPoint, by the way.
Yeah.
So I love design, I love colors, I love being able to bring all of that alive. But I realized most important thing for people is the practical aspect of it. Like, when the rubber hits the road, what are things that will actually work?
Right.
So for me as a trainer or facilitator, I'm always looking at models, always looking at theories which I have experienced myself.
Right.
Like I say, like if I am teaching, let's say, 1 minute manager,
Yeah.
or situational leadership, or any of these design thinking, or whatever it is, I always try to see how has it worked in my life.
Right.
If I was leading my teams, what would I do? What would I say? What are frameworks I would create? The power of any model is the aspect of its use.
Right.
So I always look at how can you use something.
Correct.
So anybody can use any tool, but it's really about how you're able to bring insights from that tool.
Correct.
How are you able to use that tool for a particular context?
Yeah.
So if you ask me, my tricks or secrets of the trade has always been stay very connected to the people you're working with.
Right.
So whether it's, I train non-profits as well, I train students in schools as well, colleges.
Yeah.
I train vice presidents as well. I have a whole range.
Yeah.
But I always approach it from a sense of curiosity. Like, I come into the conversation saying, tell me more.
Right.
Let me know what I need to see. Tell me about what really matters to you at work.
Right.
And here at Dexian as well, I think I have loved the conversations here because the team is open. The team is bare in terms of telling me, hey, this is what will really make a difference.
Right.
And the more open conversations you have with people, the more I, as a facilitator, I'm able to design it for the experience.
Right.
And so we've also had good feedback. People say, wow, this is making sense to me.
Yeah.
I have more things to take back. Like, today I am excited because when people tell me that, I know I'm doing something right.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's a little bit into the designing and how I've stay relevant as well.
Right. So when you say you stay connected to the people, you must be meeting different kinds of people, like students to vice presidents. There must be something like a setback or something that they come from different perspective, I'm sure. So how do you handle somebody's perspective which does not match with yours?
Right.
Or there must be people who are a little bit difficult sometimes. How do you deal with that?
So a lot of times when people speak to me, I'm not very quick to tell them my point of view unless they are done with theirs.
Okay.
A lot of defensiveness actually comes when you cut people off. Or before people finish what they have to say, you have already given them, hey, no, but I think of it like this. So I try and keep it in such a way where it's like, okay, tell me more. Tell me, why do you think that way? Who told you that?
You're a very patient man.
Patient. Yeah, I think my wife thinks so, I guess, as well. I think I have that. I do agree. I have that trait.
Yeah.
Because I really believe that at the core, people want to be heard as well.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like they want to be understood.
They want to be understood, and there is a reason why certain perspectives exist.
Yes.
So in being curious, I am also allowing people to just talk about why they feel but strongly about something.
Right.
So to answer your question in terms of how do I deal with somebody who has very contradicting views, I try to see if I've understood them fully first.
Okay.
And I also wait and check if they are open for a different point of view.
Okay.
If they're open for a different point of view, I offer them mine. If
Correct.
not, I leave it there.
Ah,
Okay,
that is
so
another art, to leave it there and move on. Because some people they just get spiraling, they go
That's
spiraling
true.
and they get stuck there
That's
with
true.
that
That's
person.
true.
Yeah.
And it's also like sometimes you don't have to offer inputs if people don't want them as well.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes, but there are also people who are equally curious.
Correct.
They are when you talk to them, they also say, tell me what you think.
Correct.
And sometimes I wait for that. If people actually tell me that, then I have their permission to give my point of view.
Yes.
And that is, I feel, more empowering.
Because, they're eager to learn, no?
Yeah,
so they're letting you speak now.
That's right.
Something like that.
That's right. So I've tried to do that, and I've sometimes tried to be cautious, not to talk much.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something we need to learn.
I think
Sitting on the other end.
it's always like it's always staying true to that conversation as well. Sometimes you don't know what people are also thinking.
Yeah.
There are times when people ask you something and they are testing an idea. They are testing an idea, or they're saying, hey, does this really exist? Does this I feel very strongly about animals. I feel very strongly about animal welfare. Recently I was part of a group where conversations are going about animal welfare, and I love animals.
Yeah.
I have a dog which I train as well.
I love dogs too.
And you love dogs as well.
Yeah.
So so they are amazing animals.
Yes.
And sometimes it's always perspectives end up being either or.
Yeah.
Like saying, no, we can't have animals here, or there are other sides like, no, we have to take care of animals.
Yeah.
And I'm somebody who who believes that it cannot be polarities. It cannot be that side or this side.
Yeah.
You have to, as a human being, you have to have people part of society. Animals are a part of society.
Correct.
As well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you'll draw the line when animal attacks can take place.
Correct.
Because children can get hurt, senior citizens can get hurt.
Yeah.
So I really feel like perspectives have to be very balanced.
Yes.
And even as a pet owner, there's responsible ownership as well.
Correct.
So so perspectives. I love hearing perspectives. I love being part of perspectives. I also feel that we have to weigh them as well.
Right. So that's a very interesting approach that you have. Is it something which has come over the years, this kind of understanding, or is it because of your background in psychology?
I think it's a mix of both. I think what psychology really teaches you is to appreciate human behavior.
Yeah.
It also tries to tell you, psychology actually teaches you to also not make judgments very quickly. That every behavior has a context, has a subtext. There are so many things that happen behind layers.
Yeah.
And the more curious you are, the more you able to appreciate people.
Yeah.
Able to appreciate differences. And I also have a patient side from probably how I grew up and all that.
Okay.
So I think my faith, my growing up days have all been part of just allowing things to be and not really having to fight my way through things.
Right. That's good. That's great. So you have helped build future-ready leaders, right? What is the quality that a future leader should have, according to you?
I think number one quality right now is, I would say, learning agility. The ability to learn things on the go.
Okay.
So just the willingness to adapt, willingness to absorb things. We are living in times that are changing on the go.
Correct.
And we need people who are appreciative of new things that are coming in.
Yeah.
So I believe learning agility is kind of going to be number one top skill. Emotional intelligence as well. How do you can never not deal with people. So you need to manage yourself well, manage your emotions well, and also be able to use emotions strategically. When I say emotions strategically, I
Yes.
refer to knowing how to help people through a crisis as well.
Right.
So let's say somebody is hurt,
Yeah.
and or somebody is going through a difficult time. What do you say and what you don't say?
Right.
And sometimes even knowing what not to say is very, very, very powerful.
Correct. How do you express that emotion and when
Yeah.
to not express that
It's that
emotion?
emotion, yeah. And a lot of times also about emotional regulation. Sometimes, like you said, like there are places where having strong emotions are not welcome.
Yes.
But you still have to regulate that emotion. That means you have to have a place where you can
Take
vent it out.
Yeah.
There are places and spaces where you need to seek help,
Yes.
and not always can you self-help yourself.
Correct.
So I think all of those are very important skills for today's workforce. Very future ready skills, I would also say.
Yeah.
A lot also has to do with analytical thinking, being able to connect dots, being able to see how things connect with each other. I also believe pattern recognition is very, very important.
Yeah.
See, you don't have to always be an inventor.
Correct.
But if you can be a person who sees how the world works,
Yes.
how things are designed.
Yeah.
I really love looking at design. Like, how is something made? What makes something tick? Why are some business models successful? Why are some not?
Yeah.
Why are certain people more peaceful and not rich?
Yeah.
Why are rich people seeking peace?
Yes.
A whole bunch of things. And I love seeing that because I see there's so many patterns that play there. So pattern recognition, I believe, is another
important
thing.
Yeah.
So these are just some top of my mind thoughts and some things which I lead my teams as well to think.
Yeah.
Connecting dots, pattern recognition, learning agility, analytical thinking, staying curious. Staying curious, not be quick to make judgments. Be somebody who can stay in the space of being curious, asking questions.
In a fast changing environment.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I also think of parent-child relationships right now. A lot of times, your child is also processing things so fast.
Correct.
And it's a huge generation gap.
Yeah.
And helping the child, nurturing the child's curiosity.
Yes.
Not shutting them down.
Yes.
At the same time, showing them safe places where curiosity can be nurtured.
Right.
So these are some of the things that when I think about the future, when I think about future-ready skills, these are things that I want my child to have. I want people to nurture, especially in companies, NGOs, wherever it is. These are going to be, I think, very basic or standard to really take on the future.
Right. Yeah. Actually, it's a very thought-provoking thing that you just said. Yeah. So on the same note, I would like to talk about the mental health, the mental health importance that is going on around in corporate sector, the talks that are going on. So what can Dexian do to support its employees' mental health?
I think it's an important conversation to have, firstly. I think it's very important that organizations do not shy away from talking about mental health.
Yes.
Over the last few years, mental health has been in the forefront, in terms of everybody is actually breaking from stigma, which is a great sign.
Yeah.
I think what is very, very important is also understanding what is the size of a problem. Right?
Correct.
So I remember, a news article a few years ago. I think your story covered it. It gave a a shocking stat saying almost 50% of corporate India has some sort of anxiety-related disorder.
Okay.
What it was trying to refer to is saying that 1 in 2 people that you may be working with require mental health support.
Correct.
So which means it challenges us to think about what are the mental health support systems that are there currently in corporates.
Yes.
What are the welfare opportunities that are there. So a lot of times it doesn't always necessarily mean therapy.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily always mean that you have to go to a counselor or you may need to meet a psychiatrist. But that also is an option that people need to take.
Correct.
Depending on what they're going through, the severity of coping with what they're going through.
Yeah.
And we as humans go through a range of things, like whether it is, a death of a loved one, it could be just job stress sometimes. It could be other things going on in the family. I think very important is recognizing that people are different.
Yes.
People also cope very differently to the same things
in different ways.
In different ways. So what can good organizations do? I think what Dexian can do as well is just support systems. So train leaders, train managers to recognize early signs of somebody who is struggling.
Right.
And sometimes it's not always vocal.
Yeah.
But trust me, anybody, we train in the science, anybody can read when somebody is not behaving the same way.
Correct. When the actions are different. Yeah.
And sometimes it just could be as simple as, where did that energy go?
Yes.
Where did that smile go?
Yeah.
Where is the why are they distracted?
Yeah.
Where is why are they going back to their phone all the time?
Yes.
And sometimes you see some behaviors getting exaggerated, or you see some behaviors getting repeated.
Yeah.
Rather than just showing it off, it will be great if just friends,
right,
office friends can ask, is everything okay?
Yeah, notice the small things.
Small things.
Yeah.
And just say, hey, you want to talk about something?
Right.
And sometimes it's also just, if you notice something and you know that the person always shies away from saying, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
Just being there.
Yeah.
Say, hey, I just thought I'll just chill with you for some time.
Right.
These are all small acts, but they go a long way.
Yeah.
Just being around somebody. And I think what good organizations can do, like Dexian definitely is, I know a lot of things Dexian is already doing, for taking care of people and all that. I think just ensuring that we communicate care.
Correct.
And sometimes we have systems in place.
Yes.
But nothing like communicating care through words, communicating care through different things we do. We value people. We value your contributions.
Right.
We value you, going just a safety mechanism we already have.
Correct.
In place, right?
Yes.
How can leaders have good check-ins?
Yeah.
Do they know how team members are feeling? If there are great moments in a person's family, has the leader checked in and saying, hey, how was that birthday?
Yeah.
How was your dad's, retirement?
Yes.
Tell me something.
Yeah.
So it can even be a lunch conversation, and we have to encourage our leaders and everybody. I'm just saying, not just leaders. Leaders can be somebody. Anybody is a leader. At the workplace as well. So can we train people to be cognizant of that? Can we train people to be aware of that? And that can be the first step. Of course, secondary, there are so many things you can do, like having helplines, having dedicated support teams, who are there to help when there is distress. Like, who do you call when you feel suicidal?
Yeah.
And these are very strong things that we see today.
Yes.
And it's very important to have helpline numbers out there.
Right.
And have important conversations about mental health as well.
Yeah. So, as a trainer, tell me honestly, how many corporates actually have this kind of system in place? Like colleagues who openly communicate, who are there for you, who care for you.
Yeah.
Because this is something on a big, large level has to change.
Right.
I personally feel, this is my opinion, I might be wrong. Yeah. A lot of corporate don't have it. We lack something like this, what you're saying. Yeah. But you as a trainer, what is your say on this?
See, I think a lot of times, systems are there. Like, when I say systems,
are we really implementing those systems?
Yeah. So it's one is about implementation.
Yeah.
A large part also is about awareness of how to use the system. See, if you look at it, some things are now becoming default.
Yes.
If you have people, you have HR, you have employee wellness programs, you have activities, all that is become default.
Yes.
Right? But it's also realize, when does one take the next step? When does one reach out individually to people?
Exactly.
Right? When does one say, you know what, a fun activity will not solve this.
Yeah, we need more something like more than that.
So we definitely need something more than that. It just can't be just fun activities or games or movie nights. We need somewhere where people really feel like they are heard, they are respected, they're valued at work. they feel that they are actually contributing to the bigger picture.
Exactly.
And sometimes it's not just the numbers on a dashboard that communicate that.
Yeah.
Really saying that, hey, as a team, we are making a difference through our CSR project. So recently I was watching this video of Dexian and, working, having the teams going and training NGOs. And I think
Okay.
that is brilliant,
Yeah.
and it's when it's owned by the people,
Yeah.
it really says that, I am committed to making a change in my community. And those are very important initiatives equally. I have to bring one more dimension.
Yes,
I
please.
always believe that uh, one of the ways you can meet your internal need is by taking care of somebody in need.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
a lot of times, why we vouch for volunteering,
Yeah.
why we tell go volunteer, is because we know that when you go and show up for somebody,
Yeah.
you actually get cared for.
Correct. That's
And
like having a purpose for yourself.
purpose for life.
Yeah.
It unknowingly, you're also healing yourself.
Correct.
You walk in somebody else's shoes, you just see the depth of what they're going through.
Yeah.
And you have a human moment with somebody.
Yeah.
You also realize how much it's also healing you.
Yeah.
How much it's also healing parts of you which you never knew.
Empathy.
Empathy as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. Lovely. So, looking back at your career, what has been the most rewarding moment?
Yeah, when I look back, I've had so many milestones. Like, I think today I was just thinking about, I've made crazy decisions in life. A lot of times those decisions never revolved around money.
Huh.
Okay, so
Interesting.
I remember looking back today, I was just thinking there are a few jobs I joined which were much lesser in pay,
Mm-hmm.
but much more rewarding in terms of impact.
Yeah.
So one of the big decisions I made was 7-8 years back when I started the movement.
Mm-hmm.
I co-founded it along with our founder, Mr. Biju in Mumbai.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, that was, I started it with not knowing much, right? Not saying, just with just one call saying, hey, there are talented people out there. There are people who want to make a difference, but they don't know where and how.
Right.
What if I can show people where and how they can make a difference? And that actually began, the search for what stops people from serving, what can make things easy for them to make a difference. And over the last 7 years, I feel like have been truly rewarding because it's not just about doing what I love, but also allowing a lot more people to find the joy in giving back.
Right.
So whether it's corporates, whether it's NGOs, whether it's students, all these interactions, even with government, by the way, like government as a whole, we worked with judiciary, we worked with cops, and just to see that good people are out there.
Yeah.
It's not always what you read in the news.
Yeah.
There are so many kinds of stories, positive stories that people don't hear of.
Yes.
And I love being in that space. I think that has been the most rewarding part of my career so far.
Yeah.
Just being able to do what you love and allow many people to love what they do. Yeah.
Nice. Lovely thought. People's person you are.
Thank you.
Yeah. So before I let you go, just what is that one piece of advice that you would give to youngsters who are just starting out their career?
So I think what's happening here in Dexian, if you look at it, there is so much impetus given to learning, right? And impetus given to getting good at your craft, right? Why? Because the future is very bright. The future is has got hope, and there's so many things that young people can take on, without other people's help.
Correct.
If they are very creative, if they are making use of time well.
Mm-hmm.
And these are things Dexian is already doing for the teams here, right?
Yeah.
Investing in them, giving them opportunities to express themselves.
Yes.
I think what is very important for our generation today is, especially young people, is making the most of now. You don't get a second chance in so many things. If somebody is giving you an opportunity, take it.
Grab it and run.
Grab it and run. Grab it and cream it. Learn something out of it. Never say no.
Yeah.
And make the most of what you have with you, because it's very different from many years ago. Many years ago, you needed people, you needed environments, you
Yeah.
need, a process of waiting to prove yourself.
Correct.
Today, the world is at the touch of a button.
Yeah.
Nobody can say that I can't have an audience.
Yeah.
You can have an audience for your craft, for your gift. I feel the world is ready to receive your gift.
Correct.
So, if you're a young person watching this podcast today, I want to urge you to make the most of now. Make the most of your talent. Make the most of your time. Get good at something and get really good at it as well.
Yes.
Because the world is open to insights.
Yes.
The world is open to crazy ideas.
Yeah.
And the world is also looking for original people.
Correct. That's true.
Yeah. So that's
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Again, I would like to thank you for coming on our show.
Anytime.
This was lovely. This chat was really interesting. I loved this time
Thank
having
you.
with you,
Thank
talking to you.
Vasanta.
Yes.
Thank you. I really appreciate you having me as well. I've been following some of the videos that are there. I think it's very well thought of.
Yeah.
I think bringing the right people in and also using this as a platform to inspire.
Yes.
Right? Because ideas inspire.
Yes.
Who knows what is going to come out of here?
You just inspired me throughout the entire conversation, honestly speaking.
Thank you.
I loved it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Love being here as well. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Dexian Talks. We here at Dexian are in the business for good, and we had a lovely chat with our business partner, Mr. Sam Koshy. I will see you guys in another episode with another interesting guest. Till then, bye-bye.
We are Dexian, in the business for good.